Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here, and it is Starcraft time. More specifically, we are going to be having ourselves some more AlphaStar as we continue our journey through the stars on our way to casting every single AlphaStar game in StarCraft. How do you like that? Anyway, so we have got ourselves a Diamond Zerg rocking that Colossus trophy. I'm gonna be trying to take down AlphaStar, who is not going for a normal wall off. So we've already got a little bit of an interesting build here from AlphaStar, just going for that supply depot into barracks, but no high ground wall off, which is kind of like, it's kind of suicide if you're playing against a Zerg most of the time, I want to say. So I'm curious to see if this is going to come back and bite this iteration of AlphaStar in the butt, essentially, as that's what it does. Not going for a wall off versus Zerg, that's like one of the first lessons you learn in StarCraft 2. As a Terran, as a Protoss, even as a Zerg, you learn how to do Evo walls pretty quick, because you do not want just a flood of links to show up and be like, hey, how's it going? Thanks for opening the door and letting us come on in. This Zerg player just going for a normal opening. So we'll take a look here. Overlord's heading each direction, just checking for those proxies, I assume. This Overlord taking the long way, looking for some good old proxy barracks, or some battled proxy barracks. AlphaStar gonna SCV scout and go for this Reaper, but yeah, it looks like a normal build here from AlphaStar, but no wall off. We have seen every iteration of AlphaStar kind of just have odd wall offs. It doesn't tend to have like a perfect wall ever, it would seem. As, yeah, essentially StarCraft 2, like, you think walling is important. But AlphaStar tends to disagree. Sometimes it'll just throw up like random depots or things just to mess with the AI, let the units in. Then it'll actually just kill the units that would be harassing, capitalizing on that wall, and take minimal damage. So it's kind of an odd thing that AlphaStar does, but we rarely actually see it get bit in the butt for not going for a wall. So, or I guess it's simulated butt. I don't know. I don't want to get into the logistics of that. But here we see a spine crawler on the way for the Diamond player. I guess he was a little bit worried or something. I'm not sure what that was about. Yeah, I'm not sure what the spine was about at all. Maybe that is this Diamond player's reaction to proxies or something. Just throw up a spine just in case and then cancel it once you see the Reaper or something. A little bit odd. I'm not going to try and pretend to understand what goes on in a Diamond player's mind. I myself, though, probably am around this Diamond player's skill level as far as my Zerg goes. So, yeah, I wouldn't have any idea what I was doing either if I was playing Zerg. So we take a look here. A Marine and Hellions on the way. The Marine likely to repel Overlords. The Hellions just to join up with their buddy, the Reaper. And then a Baneling Nest is on the way for the Diamond player. This is interesting. This is quite an early Baneling Nest. Oh, is it going to be a big old Ling flood against AlphaStar? Someone, let this Diamond player punish this AI for not building the proper wall. Amen. Alright, the Reaper being a pretty big pain. AlphaStar getting some good success. I think it's already killed off like 2 drones or something. Yeah, 2 dead drones is 2 more than you really want to lose as a Zerg. AlphaStar has also spotted the Baneling Nest, which is probably cause for concern. It may be a robot, but it's probably like, beep boop, Banelings are bad. And so yeah, we take a look. Drones having to be pulled against these Hellions. This is not going well for our Diamond friend. I mean, the drones potentially will clean up this Hellion, but oh no, they're left to their own. You can't leave it to the drones to clean up the Hellion. That Diamond player losing a few more workers than they should. Not making any units, not throwing up a 3rd hatchery. There we go, 30 Zerglings to get fired up. But like, that was 1,100 minerals. That is a lot more money you should have than any situation in a game of StarCraft 2. The Diamond player now also supply blocks, so their money is just going to shoot up further. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here. There's also no real gas mining going on, so you kind of need that if you're going to be going for a Baneling bust. So very, very slow gas income. You need the 3 drones if you're going for a Baneling bust. Queen's going to spread creep, but no third base on the way. Multiple overlords being produced now, but no more lings are being produced. So we'll see if the 30 Zerglings are enough to break AlphaStar. But with the Hellions, with the Marines, the Reaper, the SCVs, I don't think it's going to be. So what could potentially just have been like a straight up win, I think is not going to be the case for the Diamond player. We'll see though. I mean, that was a pretty sick bait, pulling those Hellions out. However, there's still a couple of Hellions left. We'll see how well AlphaStar is going to micro these. It looks like AlphaStar is doing all right. However, the Zerg player is not making any more units while this is going on. Lings are going to start massacring AlphaStar's SCVs, which are pulled to fight the Lings. So that is not good for AlphaStar. However, as long as AlphaStar doesn't lose too many workers, it's going to be fine, because if we take a look here, it's still 22 to 21 workers, eerily close despite the situation. More Lings are on the way for the Zerg player, going to be trying to punish AlphaStar, but we do see the SCVs in all their fight and glory clean up those Lings. And AlphaStar, I'd say, still is in a better economic situation based off the worker count and the fact that there's mules, the third CC that is now on the way. The third down here was canceled. A siege tank is getting set up here for AlphaStar. Lings are potentially going to get on top of that, though. Looks like they will. So that siege tank is not going to live too long. Getting that as a nice pick off for the Zerg. We see more Lings just run, or these same Lings just kind of running around. A few more being trickled out. A third base and a lair are on the way for the Diamond player. AlphaStar, while this is going on, has Liberator harassment on the docket. So we see a bit of damage getting done on both sides. This Diamond player is just ignoring the Liberator. They just don't give a hoot. They're just busy microing their Lings and building some more. So what an interesting game we have here. The Lings can't go into that liberation zone, but they can kind of just hang out in this mineral line. AlphaStar has actually managed to get out stim. I didn't expect that, but oh, look at this. AlphaStar making great use of putting a siege tank inside the liberation zone, which Lings certainly can't attack into. So a great move there from AlphaStar. I feel the Diamond player is going to have to actually acknowledge the Liberator in his natural mineral line. Start producing some drones, maybe? Some drones, please, sir? Can we get some drones? Lings are going to run on in. Looks like they're just going to try and ignore the Liberator, and that'll probably go all right for them because there is a lot of Lings. Some are going to run on in here, kill those Marines, potentially get some SCVs in the mineral line. So this Zerg player is making good usage of the fact that AlphaStar just does not wall off at times. I mean, it's an eerily close game despite AlphaStar not walling off against a Zerg, though. Kind of goes to show how funny Starcraft is. SCVs being pulled against these Lings once again, so more of AlphaStar's SCVs will go down, but then again, AlphaStar is always making workers. This Zerg player is making drones, though. We see 6 drones on the way. The third base has some larvae. You could use that to make some drones too if you wanted there, bud. 9 more drones on the way, 7 more drones on the way. There we go. We're starting to see an economy go off for the Diamond player, who has 1,400 minerals in the bank. That is a lot of resources. We see the mineral count going up for our Diamond friend. Couple overlords on the way, another queen. What's he gonna make? Is it just gonna be more Lings coming down the tube? I am not sure. Yeah, we take a look here at Liberators. Gonna be going out for harassment once again. An infestation pit is on the way. I forgot that there was a lair made, but the infestation pit gets canceled and it gets turned into a roach warren. That's always an option. Extra gas being took. This Diamond player, I get the feeling that some of their W's are on the back of just going for Ling floods or something like that, because oh man, the macro's a little bit lacking here for our Diamond friend. Whereas AlphaStar's the opposite, just making workers non-stop. I do say that, though, as the Diamond player fires up 17 drones at a time, probably a good thing is this Liberator's going to start just trekking some of them. Another Liberator going to be moving into the main base here. Looks like we got a Roach Warren, a Hydralisk Den on the way for the Diamond player. AlphaStar, I believe, has seen the Nidus too. Yeah, a lot of drones are going to be dying here for our Diamond friend. The Hydra Den is on the way, but there isn't much gas to produce Hydras or the Nidus. Yeah, what an odd game of StarCraft 2. Liberator's being a pain. This queen is just dodging them circles barely. Another queen's gonna come in to help out, but a lot of drones are starting to die. Oh, she's gotta run. She avoids that Liberator. Good job from our Zerg player to avoid those liberation zones. I spoke a little too soon as that one queen just gets eviscerated. Does this other Liberator go down? The answer is no, not yet. A few Hydras are getting made, but there is a distinct lack of gas for our Zerg friend right now. And I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, this is a painful one. I don't even know. This is something. Yeah. Make sure to slap that like button. Let's say a like for every drone that's died. 25 drones, let's do it. Apparently 42 SCVs have died this game, but we'll go for the drone amount. So let's try and hit 25 likes on this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, slap that subscribe button as well, as it is free. It helps out the channel. It gets you notified when there's more StarCraft 2 if you push that bell icon. And I'm really just saying that because there is not a lot going on in this game. We have a single roach building. Just one. Uno roach. And then we have armory on the way here for AlphaStar, so gonna be able to make, I'm not sure what, +2 attack, or maybe vehicle attack, but as we see right now, AlphaStar has got a very significant army compared to that of our Zerg friend, who's got a couple of Hydras. Yeah, this one's painful. I'm gonna come out and say it. This is a real painful one, ladies and gentlemen. It may be the most painful AlphaStar game we've had to watch just yet. Mules are dropping. I mean, the Diamond player, the Ling Flood was a good idea, but there is some missing fundamentals there. AlphaStar, this iteration, just needs to learn how to wall. I mean, it's kind of walling at its third. It did indeed wall its natural finally, just not the main. And you gotta wall the main if you're... You gotta wall the main if you are a Terran and playing against a Zerg. We see our Zerg friend gonna be making Hydras, Roaches, and Banelings. There's a chance if AlphaStar overcommits on creep, the Zerg swarm could, you know, swarm this army. Particularly if the Marines are so far ahead of the tanks, but I'm not sure. We need to see some more Overlords on the way for our Zerg friend. We need to see just more units. No Baneling speed was ever researched, I believe. Hydras didn't end up getting their groove thingy, so they are not quicker. Alright, let's take a look. The Roaches and Hydras going to move on in right towards these tank shots. Oh, this is going to be bad. Slow Hydras and Roaches wandering off creep into a bunch of siege tanks. Oh lord, this is painful. Those tanks are having a good time just shredding this army. Baneling's trying to get connections. Actually pretty good Baneling connections. So most of the Marines will be cleaned up. 14 more Roaches are on the way, but I can't help but feel this would be a much better situation for the Diamond player if they'd research speed. 3 more barracks are on the way for AlphaStar, so AlphaStar's macro seems to be just fine. The choice for walls early on, really the only flaw I'm seeing with this iteration, the Liberator harassment, and now this Marine drop is going to deal a lot of damage at the natural. The Diamond player is fighting in the center of the map, going to lose out on that. And I gotta say, yeah, the Diamond player is just gonna die. Putting the die in Diamond. As AlphaStar is just gonna totally Shrek this Diamond player. Yep, that's about it. That's the show, I feel. I'm not sure how long this game is, but we see AlphaStar gonna be going for a drop in the main base right in front of these Roaches. Probably not the best move for AlphaStar, but really AlphaStar still has such a lead. We also take a look, Marine's going to be moving towards the third base. The Diamond player does pull their drones away, so a good move there. But AlphaStar is doubling the supply, which is why I'm kind of saying the game's just done. Hydras pop out in front of the Marines. Hydras are pretty soft by themselves, so they will just die. And then we see the third base is probably going to go down. AlphaStar also about to have +2 attack for those Marines. There it is. And yeah, this is bad news bears here, if you happen to be a Zerg fan. Good job for AlphaStar's Terran, I guess. Yes. These Marines, with their pretty much individual medivac healing, are actually doing pretty darn good. Looks like they will be repelled, and that's GG. Okie dokie, we are gonna completely change gears for this one. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for something that hopefully will be a bit different from that last game. I mean, the Ling Flood was pretty entertaining, but the rest of that game, it was not happy times for the Zerg fans. Yeah, It just goes to show that there are some players on the ladder who, I mean, you can hit a rank, but it kind of depends what your fundamental is. I'm guessing that guy was probably more of a cheesy player to make it to Diamond with that kind of strategy. Probably just lots of Ling Floods or Bane Busts or something, if I had to guess. Whereas, for example, we had the Platinum player who seemed to be very well-rounded before. So, yeah. Rank is not everything. It's all about how you play. Not that I'm knocking any way to play. You can be as cheesy as you like and hit any rank that you want. Alright, anyway though, we have got ourselves a good old Protoss versus Protoss, changing things up, which is why I said we're completely shifting gears away from that TVZ. Probe gonna move across the map here for the Masters player, AlphaStar. No wall just yet. We'll see if the Masters player is gonna capitalize on that. I know whenever I see a Protoss player in a PvP not go for a high ground wall off, I'm like, oh, you want me to build 2 Adepts, do you? You gotta get that Cybercore on the way though, my Masters friend. A Forge? What? Oh. Oh, is it gonna be like that? Is it gonna be like that Zealot Forge kind of play? It must be. But there's only 1 probe out on the map. I feel like you need more than 1 probe out on the map for this. Okay, the Forge gets cancelled. A Zealot gets made. This is really odd from the Masters player. I thought we were going to have like a more normal game, and then we got a Forge, and then the Forge got cancelled. So, that is something a little bit different. AlphaStar, though, just going for the 1 gate opening, whereas our Protoss player, our human Protoss player, has gone for a Zealot with another Zealot on the way, but a supply block. Supply block is now over though, so we'll see. I have no idea what to expect here. Really, honestly, I feel like if someone just made 2 Adepts against AlphaStar and shaded them right across the map, they'd just kill AlphaStar. AlphaStar is playing incredibly greedy for a PvP. Like, this is not a common style that you can do. I feel as you'll just get killed by Adept shading across the map, or like a proxy robo or something, or even just a big old gateway attack. When you've only got 1 gate, you invest in a Nexus and then a Stargate. That's greedy. But alas, we shall see. 1 Stalker already out for the Masters player, another Stalker on the way. Like, just be aggressive. Let's just see it. Just someone punish AlphaStar for its lack of walling, please. Just do it. Just wall off AlphaStar. Because I feel like we really haven't seen a game which someone completely punished AlphaStar and won just easily. Like, that last game, if the Zerg had just macroed constantly or even just kept making Lings non-stop, they definitely would have had enough to just kill AlphaStar. So I find that quite odd. But we haven't really seen someone just capitalize against AlphaStar not walling. And then, yeah, let's take a look here. Does the Masters player wall in time? Yes, they do. Realizing the importance of walls to prevent Adepts in your base. Adepts in your base is not a good thing. If you have Adepts in your base for more than 4 seconds, please contact your doctor. Good wall off from the Masters player, showing some good fundamentals to block that Adepts. But I can't help but feel that if you are the Masters player in this spot, you don't want to be in this situation because you know that your opponent has gone for a Nexus already and has just got away with a 1 gate expand, whereas you're just chilling on 1 base. So this attack, this 3 gateway play that the Masters player needs, or is going for, needs to get a win. It needs to essentially just end the game. But as we take a look right now, AlphaStar is going to be shading in with these Adepts. The Adepts will be blocked, but there's going to be an Oracle moving into the mineral line of the Masters player, and the Masters player is kind of just dilly-dallied so long that I feel like this could just be a game-ending move. I mean, take a look at this. The Masters player going to lose pretty much all of his workers, all the while AlphaStar back at home has a Void Ray, is making multiple shield batteries to heal said Void Ray, and is also getting out a Phoenix, can just make 1 or 2 units here and there. And yeah, this is just, the Masters player kind of just fell apart too. What a sad day of AlphaStar games. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully the next days will be better, but if you did enjoy this video, press that like button anyway, to ensure that I keep doing better AlphaStar videos. I said I was going to cast them all, and I meant it. I will stick to it, but yeah, the takeaway from this one is AlphaStar, build a wall. Ladies and gentlemen, like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord to hang out. We kind of post things there. Might be doing a viewer tournament in the future, which is exciting. If you want to partake in that, join the Discord. That's probably the best place to get info on that. And then, of course, Thanks to those of you who support the channel via members. I've been live streaming a little bit, and some of you guys have come in, become members. You can become members on videos or live streams, and it is basically a good way to support the channel if you want. I'm trying to set a goal of hitting 10, but once again, not being pushy or anything. I do appreciate everyone who watches the content. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Next time shall be better. This has been LaughNgamez.